Previously on The Bill.
I could have stopped him. What for? As far as I could see, he had it coming.
Will! Down the floor!
She was great. No, she wasn't. She was reckless. She disobeyed an order to wait for backup. You put the safety of yourself and, more importantly, members of the public at risk. Look, if this silent treatment is because of what I said yesterday, I know you meant well, but you put yourself and a lot of other people in danger.
Yeah, but I got the results, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. It was more luck than judgment, wasn't it? Could have gone either way, and you know it. Here endeth the lesson.
686-595, you're receiving, over.
Yes, Tony, go ahead.
I've got a young lady, she says she knows you. Mandy Glover. Yeah, she asked me to contact you.
Is that Sally? Tell her about Kate. Tell her they let me in. Tell her I need to find her.
Okay, calm down, all right? Calm down, okay? Stay back. Look, it's about her sister, Kate. She's gone missing.
595, what's your location?
Outside the Fantasy Room nightclub.
You're not coming in.
Do you mind, Sarge? It's Mandy Glover.
Yeah, I heard.
After she got attacked a few weeks back, I said she should always ask for me if she needed help.
Her sister's probably just drunk in a bar somewhere.
Yeah, well, she's 16 and she's new to London.
All right.
Keeping you up, are we?
Sorry.
OK, Kieran Sudbury got in touch through the governor at Walworth Remand Centre. Now, he was arrested 3 months ago in possession of a serious amount of cocaine.
Yeah, Terry was saying he's made some sort of deal with the CPS.
That's right, and if his intel pays off, he'll be looking at a reduced sentence.
So what's the offering?
We've all read the papers, right? We know this area of London has been flooded with cheap drugs, everything from ease to crack cocaine. Well, local MPs are now demanding some action.
Sorry, boss, did someone call an election?
So cynical for someone so young. That's great, thank you. Now, we have been keeping our eye on the usual suspects, and Customs have been in touch, and they've said that there's a certain amount of narcotics are on their way here, but they don't know exactly where they're heading. But our man Kieran says he does, and his information does tally with what we know from Customs. He's saying that he has to be there so that he can point out our dealer as he arrives at the Columbia bar for a meet with a manager there, Rick Johansson. He's also saying that he can give us information on the staff that are involved as well, but again, he has to be there to point them out. So, Terry, Stevie and Max, can you go and pick him up from the cells in custody and get him over to the Obbo, please? I'm going to stay here, so keep me posted, will you? Yeah, Sergeant Stone, it's D.I. Nixon.
You're not much help. Just gone missing.
No problem. I'll send him over to you straight away. All right, Tony, listen, can you contact D.I. Nixon? She needs some uniform backup for an Obbo she's planning.
All I'm asking is that you let me see if she's inside.
I ain't letting her in, all right? She's jumped the queue and we got a dress code. She doesn't look right.
What's your name, sorry?
Ryan Davison, head doorman.
All right, can I have a word over here, please, mate?
All right, Mandy, will you tell me exactly what's happened? I agreed to let her stay at my place. I mean, I know she's only 16, but I thought, what harm will a few drinks do? All she wanted to do was go dancing. So how come you got separated? I bumped into a few girls from work and I said she could go off with her mate, Paige.
Right, so when did you last see her?
Over 2 hours ago. We agreed to meet at the bus stop on Charity Lane at 11 and she didn't show.
All right, so have you tried to call her or text her?
You think I haven't tried that already? Her phone just keeps going to voicemail. She always answers to me no matter where she is or what she's up to.
All right, listen, Mandy, it's all right. We're going to get a few officers to keep an eye out for her. In the meantime, will you describe to me what she looks like, what she's wearing?
She's got dark brown hair and she's 5'4", hazel eyes. She's wearing a red dress with white shoes.
I'll put a call out. Sierra Oscar from 30, can you meet me at the Fantasy Rooms nightclub to assist in the search for a 16-year-old Miss Perk, Kate Glover, described as 5'4", brown hair, hazel eyes, wearing a red dress and, was it white shoes?
Yeah.
White shoes. Sierra Oscar IBO, can you circulate that description on CAD? 30 out.
I know something's wrong, Sally. I can feel it.
All right, well, let's go and see if she's still in there, yeah?
Okay.
Come on.
I'll tell you, it's nights like this I wish I was out clubbing.
16 years old, drunk as a skunk. A recipe for disaster.
Like you didn't do it. No, I did. We were supposed to find her and all this lot, eh? Times like this, I wish I was in CID.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, I mean, nice warm desk, easy life, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Why we stopped here, man? Where's that other geezer gone?
DC Perkins has gone to get coffee as you requested, remember? What's that chicory for, anyway?
What, you need reminding? If any of these bloods knew I was turning supergrass, yeah, I'd be dead by now. Bullet here. He's one of the main suppliers in town, yeah? It'd have to be a professional hit, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. Why do you think he called his bar Colombia?
He's Colombian?
Well, no, he's from Hackney, but he's got connections with Colombia. Didn't get to be a millionaire doing bobber job, you know what I'm saying, yeah? He's a bad man.
Can I ask you something? You're white, born and bred in Tower Hamlets, and your name's Kieran Sudbury. So what's with the Jamaican accent?
It ain't Jamaican, bruv. It's just a pat around my ends, yeah?
It's just the way he patters round his end. OK. I'll just take your word for that.
Jeez, don't do that, man.
What's your problem?
I'm about to give you one of the main dealers this side of the Thames and you're asking me what my problem is. It's proximity to death, bruv. That's my problem. No, just drive, man. You're at just as much risk as me. Boss, man, did you get those donuts?
No, idea's all out, bruv.
What? I need sugar, man.
You need something.
Therapy.
Lobotomy.
Did you see which way she went?
You didn't see which direction she went in.
I was just dancing and then turned around, she'd gone.
All right, OK, Paige, try not to worry, OK? We'll find her, OK? Paige, this is Ben. He's going to look after you. She's a bit upset. Could you...
Sure, no problem. Shall I get you a cab? Yeah?
Paige said that she last saw Kate at 11:15 when she said she'd be leaving early to meet Mandy at a bus stop not too far from it.
Yeah, she said she didn't see her leave, but she was here 1 minute and gone the next.
Paige did mention seeing Kate dancing with some bloke. Good-looking, suit, early 30s.
I've got the CCTV you were after. I've set it up in the office.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Well, sit and chat around to punters, staff, see if anyone remembers seeing Kate dancing with this bloke. See if you can get an ID, yeah?
Thanks, Sarge. I know you're going out of your way to help.
Well, Mandy's been through a lot, hasn't she? But don't worry, Mandy. We'll find her.
I didn't know she smoked.
That looks like the guy Kate's friend described.
That's Ian Andane.
You know him?
He's a club manager. He's all right, is he?
Where are they going?
An alleyway at the side of the club.
So that's the last sighting of her.
Let's go. Find out!
Excuse me, can you go? Find out, please.
Find out.
Sarge, look, her dress is ripped.
Sally, call an ambulance. Get Ben and Will to find the club manager and get him down the station. Now.
Right.
Medics have examined her, but she's still unconscious.
None of this is your fault.
I lent her my passport to use as ID to get into the club. This is all my fault. The doctor said, as well as having head injuries, there were others to suggest she'd been raped.
Mom? Just to let you know, I'm dealing with a suspected rape. Victim's a 16-year-old Kate Glover. She was found unconscious in an alley down the side of the Fantasy Rooms nightclub. Sally's down at St Hugh's with her now, but she still hasn't regained consciousness. I told Will and Ben to pick up the club manager, and Ian Andane.
Right, thank you, Callum.
Oh, I'll let you know how the interview goes with them, yeah?
Yeah, oh, can you let me know when she regains consciousness, too?
Sure.
Okay, Mr. Andane, your property will be held.
and then return to you upon your release.
Sarge, Sally's staying at the hospital until she can interview Kate Glover, and Will is taking care of Andane's clothes and other exhibits.
Just run his name through Chris. There were 2 previous rape allegations made against him.
Did he go anywhere?
No, both dropped. Neither of the women wanted to take it any further. Each time he comes up as a suspect, but wasn't arrested. Why is that?
What's up?
Stevie, it's Tony. We're ready.
Thanks, Tony. Uniform in position.
Right.
I would not go in there for a few minutes, yeah? That prison food, it just does not agree with me. Ah, this coffee's sorting me out, man. Sure there's no chance of them donuts, boss?
What is it with you and donuts?
Cops always have donuts on these things, man. Steakouts. I seen it on the telly.
Well, must be true then.
Here we go. Yeah, they're all regulars. All load up, same time, every week.
They buy their drugs direct from the club?
Top floor, yeah? The club owner, Johansson, he's got a penthouse up there, man. I seen it once, yeah? Wall-to-wall mirrors, black leather sofa, white carpets, and one of those 48-inch plasma screens, yeah?
Tasteful, then.
And coke, as much as you want, as long as you've got the paper, yeah?
How do you know that?
OK, be down in 2 minutes. Your pizza, Mr. Sudbury.
Ah, it's about time, man. My stomach thinks my throat's been cut.
If only.
Man, she is buff, yeah? How you guys can focus on preventing crime with her in the room, I do not know.
I want to kill him.
You see those bouncers, yeah? Mike O'Toole, he's the main supplier.
Mike O'Toole?
Yeah. Tell it everywhere, man. In the bogs, on the dance floor, even behind the bar. But you've got to know who to ask. Tonight is pickup night, yeah? It's all paid for in advance. So there's tons of drugs, but no cash. Just waiting for the guy with the stuff to arrive, yeah? When the light goes on in the penthouse, yeah, you know those guys are divvying up the gear. That's when you tell your crew to make their move.
You sure about that?
Yeah. He's as regular as a high-fiber diet, yeah? Now, should I be mother, yeah?
I was at the bar, just finished changing over the floats on the tills, and Kate just caught my eye.
How?
You've seen her, she's a good-looking girl. She was staring right at me, she smiled, I smiled, we got chatting.
Was she drunk when you first saw her?
She had a few, but she was compos mentis, do you know what I mean? We had a couple of drinks together, had a dance.
Weren't you on duty?
Even nightclub managers get a break, you know.
Were you aware that she's 16 years old?
She told me she was 19.
When?
When I asked her what she did for a living. She said she was at uni, she wanted to be a teacher. Look, she'd have been checked on the door, too. Anybody who looks underage has to present a photo ID. We're very strict on that. I know the law.
So, what was said between you outside the nightclub?
Oh, we've seen the CCTV.
Of course. We'd been dancing. She wanted to go outside for a smoke, so I joined her. We were flirting. She touched me and then asked if there was anywhere we could go to, you know, to take things further.
You suggested the alleyway. Very romantic of you.
Spur of the moment stuff. Don't tell me you haven't been there.
Been accused of rape of a 16-year-old girl. No. So, what happened in the alleyway?
We were kissing. Look, she bit my lip. She even got a bit rough. Said that's how she liked it. Next thing I know, she's fallen, so I bent down to ask her if she was okay.
Was she still conscious?
Yeah, of course. What do you take me for?
So when we found her, she was unconscious. How do you think that could have happened?
I don't know. Look, you know, maybe I should have seen her back into the club or into a cab or whatever, but she seemed perfectly happy to have me just walk away. And to be honest, I kind of got the impression she was used to this sort of thing, you know? one-nighters. She approached me. She kissed me. She danced with me. She suggested we go outside. She led me by the hand. Go and have another look at that CCTV. Look close. And if you can find one single frame of it that suggests I forced Kate to do anything against her will, then charge me. If not, let me go.
She was a 16-year-old girl and Ned's a 32-year-old man. Knew the moves he was making, no matter what he says.
I know.
I mean, she's just a kid. He took advantage of her, that's abuse.
Now we have to prove it.
Sarge, Sally's been on the phone. Kate's regained consciousness. She can be interviewed now.
Oh, I'll head down there and speak to her.
Look, Sarge, let me know how she is.
Yeah, sure.
Cheers.
Mom, just to let you know, Kate Glover's come round.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah, I'm going to head down there and speak to her now.
Hope you have better luck than we're having. It's turning into a very long night.
This isn't happening, is it?
Just hang on there. There. The manager's arriving.
That's Johansson.
Yeah.
All units, Manager Johansson's arrived on plot.
So what? The manager's turned up. Big deal. It's not happening, is it?
There. That's him.
Sure.
Yeah.
All units, man with the suitcase identified as target 2.
His name's Paul Crocker. He'll shake hands with Johansson, then the bouncers will let him straight in. See if they don't. There. Straight in with O'Toole, the head bouncer.
All units, targets 1 and 2, walking into the building. Wait. Imminent entry on my command. About time. Freezing our bits off. Wait for the light on the top floor. A second it goes on, we're in.
Any second now, I reckon.
Oh. Max, Terry.
Go.
Unbelievable scene!
Yeah, that's not the only thing I'm having trouble believing. Mike O'Toole and Paul Crocker. O'Toole and Crocker Logistics. Are you having a laugh? Oh! All units! I'm chasing escape informant Kieran Sudbury. BMW, Romeo 95 Alpha Romeo Delta. Suspect now heading west on Trafford Street. Tony, can you get a name tag to that index I just radioed you, please? Don't tell me nothing.
The only thing on the top floor is a stock room for crisps, nuts.
We've been well and truly shafted, you know that? The geezer that Kieran pointed out, he's a condom salesman, and this is his delivery night. Where is the tow rag?
He got away. There was a car waiting for him.
What? How do you know he was here?
I bet he had a mobile on him when he went to the toilet.
This is a nightmare. Car's registered to a John Hall Academy.
Cheers, Tony. So he's going to tell the DI.
You are?
Really sorry, guy. There's no excuses. I was in charge out there.
It's 2 in the morning. Let's move on.
Boss, I've just been to the address that the getaway car was last registered to. It's all boarded up. Clearly no one's been there for a while. However, I did manage to speak to one of the neighbours and they confirmed that John Hall was the last tenant.
Right, well, the full PNC check has been done and it shows that certain inquiries were made regarding Hall's application for a job with a local security firm.
Yeah, well, the licensing officer's inquired if he's clean enough to get his full door supervisor's licence. I'll see if I can find out if the name of the security firm that made the inquiry's on file.
Right, well, if it is, call him. Get him out of bed. Find out where John Hall is living and drag him back here. I want Hall and Kieran Sudbury and Nick before sunrise. Have you got that?
Go.
So Anne says she consented?
Yeah, more or less said the whole thing was her idea.
What about her injuries, the gashes to her back and legs, the concussion?
Look, I think it's best if I stay out here. Make it easier for Kate.
Thanks. Kate, you okay to talk? I have to ask you a few questions. You know that, don't you? How did this happen, Kate? Not sure. I'd had a lot to drink and I was there in the alley and he mugged me.
You were mugged?
I screamed. When they mugged me, I screamed. They pushed me and ran off. That's probably how I was knocked out.
Okay, there's things that we know. Things that we can be certain of. We know that you and Ian had sex.
It was just a snog. It was just a kiss.
I'm sorry, Kate. But the doctor that did your examination said that you sustained injuries that would suggest that someone had forced you into having sex.
No. I let him. He asked and I said yes. I wanted to.
I know that you must be terrified. I know you must want to move on from this and just leave it all behind you. But if this man hurt you, if he made you do anything against your will, without your consent, then I need to know.
I said yes.
I don't understand why she's lying.
She's traumatised. After what she's been through, I don't think she knows what day is.
I'm gonna talk to her. See if I can get her to tell us what really happened.
Okay. I'll get Will and Ben to speak to the other women that dropped their charges against Anne Dane. Find out why.
What can we do if she won't prosecute?
Nothing.
Who is it?
It's the police. Sarah Matheson. I'm PC Will Fletcher. This is PC Gale from Sunhill. Do you mind if we come in?
Well, can I ask what it's about?
Ian and Dane.
Sorry.
Please, can we have a moment? We believe he's attacked another woman.
You know, I have nightmares. Not all the time, thank God. But when I do, it's so real. I wake up screaming. I don't go out after dark. I don't speak to anyone I don't know. I won't answer my door. I have to sleep with a light on. Is the woman okay?
She's hardly a woman, Sarah. The girl's 16 years of age. She's in a bad way.
She's pretending like it never happened at all.
Well, that way she doesn't have to deal with it. Or thinks she doesn't.
Can I ask why you never went ahead with your allegation against Ian and Dane?
It was other people saying what he did to me. That he raped me. But I never said that. Stated that ever. I'm not giving a statement. You can't make me.
No, we wouldn't dream of it.
We're not going to try and pretend to understand how difficult this must be for you. And at any stage you feel that we've overstepped the mark, you just say. But we was wondering if there was anything at all that you could tell us that might convince his latest victim to talk. Sorry for disturbing you, miss.
See, I said that, yeah.
I was unconscious. And I woke up. The rain woke me up. I opened my eyes and all I could see was blackness. And then him. Leaning over me. You promised me this will help her.
We hope so.
He had a knife. About here. And he said he would find me and kill me. He said if I thought what I'd just been through was bad, he could do a hell of a lot worse. And I believed him. I still do.
Will and Ben spoke to one of Anne Dane's previous victims. She said that after he'd beaten and raped her, he held a knife to her eye and threatened to kill her if she ever spoke to anyone about what he'd done. And I'm thinking he did the same thing to Kate.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Kate, we've spoken to a woman who was assaulted by Ian and Dane some time ago. He said he'd kill her if she told.
want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. I can't sleep.
Let's see what the doctor says, Kate. She's worried he's going to come back for her.
Can you blame her?
I think she's had enough.
I think you need to leave her alone.
Mandy.
Please. No more. Please. No more. Promise me you'll get him. We will do everything in our power.
That's not good enough. If you care as much as you say you do, you promise.
Okay. I promise.
I managed to get hold of John Hall's file from the licensing office. Thing is, it's the same address that Terry checked out, same as the car, so we know it's an old one. Mind you, that's the company he works for. Any Doors Security was last known to work at the fantasy rooms.
Well, they've been busy down there tonight. Uniform are dealing with a suspected rape case. Still, I'm sure they'll be delighted to see us. You two stay here and write up your reports. Stevie, you come with me. Thank you for agreeing to see us, Mr. Davidson.
Yeah, right, please.
We need to know if John Hall works here.
He's one of the doormen.
Is it possible we could talk to him?
It's his night off, I'm afraid. He did pop in earlier with a mate of his.
A mate? What did he look like?
Yeah, about 5'10". I heard him first. Thought he was Jamaican. Then I saw him. He was whiter than me.
Kieran Sudbury.
Have you got an address for John Hall?
We did the checks on him, you know. He is legal.
Yeah, we know all that.
We checked your checks.
Thank you. Can I look at the CCTV from when John and Kieran were here?
I'll fetch it. I just hope he's still got the relevant discs. You all were in earlier looking at it for that girl who was assaulted in the alley.
Yeah, Max? Yeah, can you hear me? Get yourself over to 22 Halpin Street. Say hello to John Hall for me. Yeah, with a bit of luck, you might see Kieran Sudbury there as well.
Police! Nobody there! John Hall, go upstairs.
Hey!
Look, I know how this looks, yeah, but I gave you that information in good faith, bruv.
Inside. And I'm not your brother, thank God.
Yeah, all right. Come on, come by myself, man.
Where's Kieran? Where's he hiding? Have a look at this.
Oh, Johnny. What are you doing, son? Putting something away for a rainy day? We'll get the umbrellas out. It's raining.
We meet again, Kieran. Your mum. Say that again.
Right, there's our man Kieran. No surprises, he's with John Hall. Who's this guy?
Well, I think we can safely say we're looking at a drug deal.
Yeah. Right, go and get Ryan. Yeah, see if he recognises him.
I don't know him.
You must know he is.
Well, I'm telling you, I don't.
You're head of security. Are you saying you let a man you don't know into your club carrying a big black bag in this day and age? That's your idea of security, is it?
He made an exchange with two men, one of which had escaped from police custody. The other one had helped him escape from the aforementioned police custody. Now, you sure you don't know who this guy is?
No.
Fine, well, you can stay with us until we've gone through all these discs, until we do find out who let him in with his big black bag or something suspicious.
Look, I don't know his name. All I know is that he's a mate of the manager.
So that will be Ian and Dane, the same manager we have in custody at Sam Hill. Thank you very much.
Is there anything you'd like to tell us to get out from underneath this world of trouble that you've just brought down upon yourself?
Well, it wasn't all made up. There was some truth in what I told you. I just made up the names. Lifted them off a bit of paper.
We noticed.
And I'm sorry about the coffee, babe. There was plenty of milk in it.
So, Kieran, is there anything you'd like to tell us?
The truth is, bruv, I can't tell you nothing. If I do, my brethren will easy suss out that it was me, yeah? And I'll end up dead. You get me? killed.
When we get you to court, we're going to put you away for a very long time for wasting police time and resources, and I'm going to make sure of that.
Well, I wouldn't expect nothing less. And you know what? I'll put my hands up and say it was all down to me, and I'll do my time and learn my lesson like a good boy.
That it?
What are you saying, Chief? Yeah, that's it.
Interview terminated at 03:18 hours.
Well, there's just one more thing, yeah? Are you gonna eat that donut?
This one, bruv.
Get anything off Sudbury?
No, he's keeping it well zipped.
Well, luckily, I've got another lead. Ian Andane was arrested earlier tonight on a suspected rape charge. I suppose you know where he is.
I do. He's with Sergeant Stone, front office interview room.
I do know exactly what happened between you and Kate Glover. Exactly. And when the CPS take you to court, which they will, you'll have to defend yourself in the dock.
Now, you and I both know that it won't get that far.
Well, you think that a judge and jury are going to believe that you were seduced by a 16-year-old girl, that you've been plying a drink all night?
The CPS will laugh in your face. You have no evidence, no statement, so you've got no chance. And you know it.
Well, now, she dragged you down an alleyway for rough sex. And then managed to knock herself out after you left.
Charge me or let me go. You've got nothing.
I've got your DNA. And when more women turn up in hospital, battered, and too terrified to do anything but lie, and say it was just some rough sex with some nightclub manager, I'll know where to come looking, won't I?
You're presuming, of course, that these girls will talk, that they'll have something to say.
I'll be watching you. You and your nightclub.
I need a word.
Yeah, sure, just...
Sorry, no, not with you. With him. I'm Dio Nixon. Ian, take a seat, please. I think you can help me.
And why would I want to help you? I've had nothing but harassment tonight.
I think you have some information I need.
Go on.
There was a guy in your club earlier tonight. I need to know where he is.
How would I know?
Right, let's do ourselves a favour and save some time, shall we? I've got this guy on your CCTV. I want to know who he is and where I can find him.
And what do I get in return?
What do you want?
I want you to call your dogs off. Tell your sergeant to keep his distance.
Deal? Thought I should let you know I'll be dealing with Ian Andane.
What does that mean?
He's agreed to give us a lead on a drugs operation happening on our patch.
You do know what he did to that girl.
Callum, there isn't an allegation being made. There's no evidence. I mean, you can't even prove that a rape has taken place. You've got a victim who's refusing to give a statement. You've got no CCTV evidence, no witnesses. You've got nothing on him. It might be best if you just take a step back this time.
What?
Now, with the information that Andane's given us, I'm organising a raid tonight. I need uniform backup. Can you do that for me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Who is it you're raiding?
Guy called Andy Clifford. He's been flooding the East End with drugs for the last 5 years. Tonight, we stop him. According to Ian Andane, this man is one of Canley's main dealers. His name is Andy Clifford. He does have form for drug dealing, but it's minor personal use stuff from when he was younger. But he's stepped up a bit over the years, and now he's one of the city's biggest dealers.
So how is it we know nothing about him then?
Well, Andane says he's usually buffered by a member of his crew, so they get lifted and one of his minions will take the rap for it. Right, I've spoken to Customs and Excise, and those involved in the shipment from Rotterdam are known associates of Andy Clifford. So, I've organised a warrant, and we're going to raid his house. He lives here, on Trafalgar Avenue. CID will be the entry team, and uniform will be the backup, and we'll go in on my word. Any questions? Rear yard, 4 o'clock, please.
Is this true, what I'm hearing? And Dane is behind this raid. He's about to walk out of here like some sort of saviour.
He gave CID information on a major drug dealer. They're hoping it'll lead to an arrest.
What? Well, where does that leave us? What about the rape allegation?
There is no allegation.
You know what he's guilty of. And who knows what else we'd uncover if we had the chance to.
And if we had the evidence to back it up, which we don't.
But Mandy's sister deserves justice. I promise I'd get it for her.
How exactly are you going to do that without evidence, Sally?
But we can get him. I know we can.
We've been told to back off.
What? He's made a deal.
D.I. Nixon made a promise in return for information. It's over.
And Dane's walking. Can you believe it?
From rapist to hero they are.
We got to do something.
Like what?
I don't know, something. He's getting away with it again. How many more times? You got to talk to Stone.
What?
Well, you get on with him. You know him better than I do.
What am I going to tell Stone that he doesn't already know?
I don't know. Tell him that we're prepared to go the extra mile on this one. Do you agree?
Yeah.
We've got nothing on him.
Sergeant, he can't get away with this. There's no doubt that he's guilty.
Yes, Will. But we've got no proof.
You didn't need proof before. You got justice by other means in the past. Sarge, it's what we all want.
Is it? I'll wait for me in the canteen with the others. I'll let you know what to do next.
Sarge.
Some of you cover the back of the house, the rest of you follow me.
Open up, it's the police!
Stand by to begin.
Got room for one more? Don't want to miss all the fun, do I?
Yeah, sure. The more the merrier.
This is the police! We have a warrant to search these premises!
We're police officers. We have a warrant to search these premises. Stand aside, please.
Police!
Stand back, please, madam. Stay where you are. Right, you know what you're looking for. Search this place top to bottom.
Police!
Andy Clifford, you're under arrest.
Oh, what for? Well, this will do for a start, won't it?
Oh, well done, Tom.
Right, it's all yours, Guff.
Do you know, I think the pleasure shall be all yours, Sergeant.
Right, we'll get him down a nick. Book him in. Get him ready for interview.
Thank you very much.
Recognise this?
Oh, that's fantastic. Bag the lot up.
I'll book him in. Cheers, son. That you get. You know why we're in this mess? Because you've got friends you can't trust. Friends who tell us exactly who you are and what you're up to. Friends like Ian and Dane. Well, as I'm sure you know, you get one phone call. I bet you can't wait to make it, can you?
What time is it?
Nearly 4:30. Yeah, what do you reckon Stone's got planned? Will?
I don't know. But we asked him to sort it, and he'll sort it. He'll get in touch when he's ready. Just trust him, yeah?
Ready, Sarge? Andrew Clifford, arrested for possession of cocaine with intent to supply. It's all yours. Oh, good work, Mum.
Thank you. I'm sorry about earlier. It's just that, you know, your suspect had something I needed. And without his information, none of this would have been possible.
I would have done the same thing.
Thank you.
Sarge, Mr. Clifford wants to know if he can make his phone call.
Yeah, he can make his phone call.
Look, we've been here almost an hour. We've heard everyone come back from the raid. I think it's time to put it on. You coming?
Ben, he's going to be here, right?
Rear yard. Let's go.
So where are we off to, Sarge?
Just have to wait and see.
What are we doing here, Sarge?
Righting a wrong. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't
No
think...
buts. It's a yes or no question. That's what you wanted.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes.
No, I didn't sign up for this, Sarge.
Not yet.
All units from Sierra Oscar. Sounds of a serious disturbance at 77 Yukon Street.
Not yet.
Sierra Oscar 3, I can see you're nearby. Can I show you a sign?
From Sierra Oscar 3. Show us on the way.
Sarge, we can do with some backup here.
No, we can handle it.
Stay on the floor.
He's alive.
I've just heard from St Hugh's. Anne Dane's in surgery.
Is he going to be all right?
Doctor said he might pull through.
Good.
Lucky for him, you were there.
Well, we've been patrolling the area all night. He's a lucky boy. A few minutes more.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't expect any thank you cards. But good job. Well done. Statements and ERBs as soon as you like, yeah?
Yeah, of course. Right. Reports in. Breakfast on me. Best view in London. You all right?
Yeah. Yeah, he got what he deserved.
Ben?
Yeah.
This stays between us, yeah? I'm starving.
You coming?
Next time on The Bill.
Can you think of anyone who might have wanted to harm him?
He was a victim of some sort of sordid witch hunt.
The entire medical profession closing ranks, it made me sick.
Looks like Frankenstein's minibar.
Dave! Stop!
Don't come any closer. I'll do it, I swear.
Next on ITV1.
Was that the box that was at your dad's place? It's not big enough to fit a body inside, though, is it?
Trial and Retribution is at 9. Whilst over on ITV2, it's Colleen's Real Women.